I like to remind people the office is vacant right now. Those 4 things are being taken care of. So clearly it's not an overwhelming workload. And that's what's wrong with it. Springfield, for our legislators and for the people there, it's not an overwhelming workload. We need to get people that are going to burn both ends of the candle. We're facing tough times in Illinois. I've offered a vision, I'm the only candidate that's offered a vision of elevating the office to address a lot of the issues that we're struggling with, like they use the office for in other states. You know, I've got opponents that are talking about tax increases. I'm talking about tax cuts. You know, we need people in Springfield that realize you don't increase revenue to the government by increasing taxes. You increase revenue to the government by increasing the tax base. Provide an opportunity for more jobs or more businesses to operate here, for more jobs to be here. You know, and so I want to use the office, like I said, elevate it, use the influence and resources to address some of these issues. And it's not just the jobs issue, it's the graft and the corruption and the monkey business that goes on in Springfield. You know, for far too long, it's kind of been ignored. We need people that will say no. We need people that will stand up, not just to their opponents, but to their own party when it goes wrong. And that's something that I've always done. I used to be Madison County Republican chairman. I've tackled corruption. You know, we have a lot of candidates and some very good candidates across the board on a lot of different offices, but I really encourage people to dig into the backgrounds. You know, anybody can talk about jobs or corruption or the economy or education or the Second Amendment or pro-life or whatever the issue is, right? But look into their track records, because I've got a track record on these things. You know, I've been out in the state creating jobs, and we need someone that's done that. And so I'm running for lieutenant governor because it's an underutilized asset. And I can step in there and address a lot of these issues. I know the guys running for governor really well. I'm going to work with one of them as a partner in addressing these issues. You know, I'm not a career politician. In my debate in Springfield a couple of weeks ago, I said, you know, you guys are talking about tax increases. I'm talking about cuts, and the first cut I'm going to make is my payroll. I am not going to take a paycheck from the taxpayers until we turn the state around, till we get unemployment into the single digits, till we get Illinois back on sound financial footing. And if more people in Springfield took a pledge like that, and I've encouraged them to do that, if more people in Springfield took that type of initiative, I think they'd suddenly develop a sense of urgency to address these issues. Because clearly, we all know it's bad, but no one's really addressing them. And we need someone there with the empathy to understand that people of the state are struggling. They can't find work. They're struggling with their mortgage bills. They're struggling with their property tax bills, you know, but unfortunately, Springfield, they're doing just fine. They got a great pension plan. They got a great health care plan. They're making, you know, they've got a great paycheck. It's an isolated bubble. They don't have the empathy or the sense of urgency to address these issues. I'm an intelligence officer in the Navy Reserves. I'm a businessman. I've been involved in politics for a long time, but I'm an outsider of the system. I know the characters, and I'm going to go there and address these issues. And that's why I think people should vote for me, because I'm the one candidate out here who is a conservative Republican businessman. I'm the one candidate that's laid out a vision for elevating the office and addressing these issues. You know, and I think that's what people need to look at. Who's going to make a difference in Springfield? Who understands how Springfield operates? Who understands the characters? And who understands how to change that? And I think if you look into our background, I'm the candidate with that record. You know, I've really been humbled because I'm from metropolitan St. Louis. I'm from Edwardsville, Illinois. But, and my base of support's obviously is Metro St. Louis, Southern, Central Illinois. But I've picked up support across the state. And I think that's the most important thing. I've been talking about this message. I've been talking about this vision from the very beginning of my campaign. I'm the only candidate in this race who has statewide support. I'm the only candidate that was endorsed by the Illinois Federation for Right to Life, the Second Amendment groups, tax accountability, business groups, but most importantly, county chairmen, county party organizations, and township organizations from across the state have endorsed my candidacy because they see that it's something different. It's something that knows what's going on, something that has a remedy for what's going on, and someone's going to work tirelessly to address the issues. And anyone that watches this video, I'd be humbled for their support. I encourage them to go to my website. It's jasonplummer.com. Email us at info@jasonplummer. We're probably the most accessible candidacy out there. You know, I want questions. I want people to ask me tough questions. I want people to dig into me because I've got answers and I know the issues. And you know, I'm one of them. And that's what we need in Springfield: more citizens and less career politicians.
Great. Well, thank you very much, Jason. Appreciate your time.